You beat Terraria for the first time in Master Mode? And while only using Zenith component only? Hello you absolute legends, despite of having 30 hours on Terraria, I never actually defeat the game, or Moonlord per se. The furthest boss I have come across was the Wall of Flash and nothing else. I was planning to speedrun the game, but then I realized how dumb that idea was, knowing that I know nothing about the game. So here we are trying to beat it for the first time in Master Mode, while also limiting ourselves to only using Zenith component. Means no cheating with bombs, grenade, or any other speedrun shenanigans for defeating the bosses. So in this video, I will die not only 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times, but 6 billion times over until we got frustrated playing for 3 hours without achieving anything. Hence, we need to reset our world. So buckle up and follow me into this aging adventure, because we are going to age 1,000 years in 7 days trying to beat this challenge. I am playing on a small world with random seed because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and we simply just dive into this head first without checking the water, so we simply let the shark bite our ass. Okay, so we start in our world by chopping some trees, building our NPC houses, speedrun style, having a pathetic attempt on trapping Pinky Slime that would otherwise give us a damn amount of gold, but instead combust into 5 million different pieces trying to fight 3 little slime at the same time. We respawn, venture into the world, checking for pyramid, speedrun style, fighting 5 million enemy at the same time, speedrun style, combust into another 5 million pieces, speedrun style. Out of fear of combusting into another 5 million different pieces, we choose a pussy way to get further into the game. We dug down, bury ourselves, hoping that no enemy will follow us so that we can get any loot out of this game. Meeting an eye, poking it for 3 million years until we simply cannot do it anymore because a fucking zombie out of nowhere slammed us into nothingness, rendering our poking for 3 million years useless. We dig down, die to a fucking boulder, we go down again, die again to another boulder, and almost at the exact same place. Wonderful. Instead, try to explore the world again and poke this stupid bird 5,000 million times. We collect ourselves a bunch of cactuses and craft ourselves cactus armor, but soon I realized that it only gives 1 goddamn armor. We trap the slime, simply combust because we are so bad at this game and it is simply a skill issue and not the enemy doing way too much damage. We die again because I didn't see I was running out of wood platform, but because I have a memory of a fucking goldfish, I descend again and fucking died again because I'm running out of wood. God damn! Oh my god, I forgot I didn't have the wood. We ventured to the right, we died. We ventured to the left, we died. We ventured to the bottom, we died. Dying, and fucking dying. Fuck's sakes, I can't go anywhere, man. Finally, after poking some big ass slime for 1,000 years with a goddamn stick, we can go somewhere. We desperately need a better weapon. After looking at the wiki, there are 4 options. Either the blade of grass, which can be crafted by looting the jungle, but that is way too dangerous, and with our current weapon we simply just will not get anywhere. The second option is the enchanted sword, however I don't know how to find it, so I didn't. The third option is the star fury, which can get by looting the sky island, but I didn't do this one either. And we get our last option, which is the light's bane, and we simply blow up demonite ore that we found during our digging down, craft ourselves a beautiful light's bane, and this weapon is so much better than that copper sword. Now with our big confidence boost, because we now wield a light's bane, we decide to go inside the jungle, instantly combust, and letting us know that this game is not made for babies. Dying again to a poison dart because we can't fucking see. We finally find ourselves first ever accessories in this playthrough, though it's not Hermes boots. Still, an accessories is an accessories. I cannot really complain. And after crafting some topaz hook, which is literally the third worst hook in the game, we decided that we need to test our strength by summoning the Eye of Cthulhu. Oh goddamn, this fucking hook sucks! So instead of raging and blaming our tools for our skill issue, we look up to Sky Island, which is exactly above our base. What a convenient! And we got ourselves a lucky horseshoe. Alright, not bad, not bad. Next stop is Feather for gravitation potion, which will help us find another Sky Island. However, we died without getting a single feather. So we venture underground and found a beautiful band of regeneration and cloud in a bottle. And without preparation, without any buff, we challenged again the Eye of Cthulhu and died. What a surprise. After looking at these clips of me just dying randomly and fighting every single boss without any goddamn buff, it makes me really mad. How am I this dumb, man? Holy cow, get some fucking buff. What is wrong with you? After crafting gravitational potion and find a beautiful Star Fury, we challenge the Eye of Cthulhu once again. With proper buff this time, I was getting really close, and in the end, I was not happy with this world progression. So I decided to reset and play a new character with a new world. So we go to our new world still with the same settings: random seed, master mode. We build our NPC houses, dig down, gathering some loot, dying, and found absolutely nothing. But that's okay. We found ourselves a Star Fury and craft ourselves a beautiful Zenith component, which is the Blade of Grass. These weapons inflict poisons on enemy that could be useful. Build ourselves an arena to fight the Brain of Cthulhu, summon the brain, and fucking died. I cannot even get into our arena platform. God damn, dude. Summon him again, get absolutely demolished by the Eye of the Brain. So I decided to fight the Eye of Cthulhu instead. We summoned the Eye of Cthulhu, and finally, with a good preparation, Blade of Grass, and Star Fury, we finally beat our first ever master boss in this game, earning myself a beautiful Shield of Cthulhu, and here we are, first trophy ever. I'm so proud of myself. With that, we are feeling confident and we summon the brain again, but this time we are going to teleport and instantly move to our arena that I have built above the Crimson area. The fight is much easier now that we have no distraction and I can see. And the Blade of Grass just carried me so hard on defeating this boss second and third pace, and we earned our second trophy on this playthrough. Now that we have beat the brain, we have ourselves an access to Deathbringer pickaxe and another Zenith component, which is the Blood Butcher. But we will never use this weapon ever. So for now, with the pickaxe, we can go to hell and mine some hellstone. Because I do not know how many I need, I just mine as many as I can. With this, we can craft ourselves yet another Zenith component, the volcano, and a beautiful set of molten armor. The volcano does so much damage and it has explosion effect. Man, I love these weapons already. With that, we summon the King Slime and he is no match for us. I didn't even use buff to fight him. What's left now is Skeletron, which guards the dungeon where the Muramas are located. We built ourselves an arena. Summon Skeletron. This is the first time I'm fighting it in Master Mode, so I was panicking like an idiot. I also have no buff. Great! What a good start! And then instantly implode. So instead, we expand our houses and hoping that more NPC will move in. Why? Well, I don't fucking know. Because I didn't know about the pylon at the time, I attempt to build a basic speedrun warp houses and fail them miserably. Second attempt and it works. Nice. And we don't need to walk for 1,000 kilometers to fight Skeletron. And without learning any lesson, we summon Skeletron again without any buff. Again. Seriously, what is wrong with me, dudes? We fucking died. What a surprise. We instead summon multiple of King Slime and get his cute little mount and an achievement for it. We wait until nighttime and summon Skeletron again. It goes a lot better this time, but still died. But that's okay, we made some progress on the boss. And suddenly a goblin invasion appears, so we fight them like a man inside our pyramid because these goblins need to goblin these nuts in their mouth. mouth. With that, now the Goblin Tinkerer can spawn in our world. We look for him but found Skeleton Thing instead. I don't know who he was and what his purpose is, so I don't really bother. And finally, after searching for some time, I found him and secured him. With this, I can upgrade my Hermes boot into Spectre boots, which allow us flight for a certain amount of time. We fight Skeletron again, and this time we will abuse our nurse to infinitely recover as long as we have gold, but we are unaware that we are in fact getting scammed by the Goblin Tinkerer, leaving us with no more than 3 gold, which caught us by surprise in the middle of the fight, resulting in an implosion of my character. So we challenge him again, but this time we are doing so much better. Abusing the nurse start is absolutely the way to go. Now that we destroy both of his arms, we can no longer grab us without consent. Instead, he now spit skeletons that I don't know how to dodge, so we get hit a bunch. We also almost throw this battle in the end, but inevitably our victory is earned, earning us this beautiful Skeletron trophy. With Skeleton defeated, now we have a free access to the dungeon in order to get the next Zenith component, which is the Muramasa. I got the golden key from the brown chest above the dungeon, but I accidentally opened Mimic Chance. I was really confused at that time because I don't know what's happening. I got another key and opened my chest and I got Cobalt Shield. This is not what I'm here for, but we equip the beautiful shield immediately so we don't get knocked around when taking damage. We open another chest and found what we are looking for. We instantly teleport out of the dungeon and craft ourselves Knight's Edge. This weapon is really fun to use, and we will be using it to fight the Wall of Flesh. Because we got no money, we will just reforge it to murderers. Now we can craft our blue horseshoe balloon and an obsidian shield. But before we fought the Wall of Flesh, I wanted to farm some food buff as well. After looking at the wiki, we can actually farm food, and here I'm talking about the exquisitely stuffed buff, which give us some amazing status boost. And we can farm either the spaghetti or the burger. The burger can be dropped by the crimson enemy. I don't know how to destroy the crimson block effectively, so I farm spaghetti instead, which can be dropped from the granite enemy, which can be spawned by standing on top of a granite block. So we clear out a perimeter for our farm and blow up anything inside. And then I found Jerry, which I don't know what his purpose was, so I just ignore him. After blowing up for a while, we clear a decent amount of space and continue building the pyramid farm. After the pyramid is done, I look up tutorial on how to use a teleporter because I don't know how. We also turn our farm into jungle biome so that more granite enemy can spawn. So we need to gather jungle grass seed and fight the queen bee while at it. Hey, I got an achievement for it. Nice. After gathering some seed, we go to our farm, place some water candle and drink some battle potion and let the farm begin. Look, we got one already. Next up is to build the arena for the Wall of Flesh. We built a nice little house for our guide in hell at the end of our arena so we can spawn the Wall of Flesh easily. Before summon him, we reforge our gear and craft our buffs. Then after preparation, we drink our buffs and dunk our guide in lava to summon the Wall of Flesh. The fight itself was not hard because what I need to do is just run and keep my distance away from the wall. But as the health dropped, the Wall of Flesh speed increases, and by the end of his health, it charged us at a lightning speed and clapped our ass cheeks in health. Second attempt, we are so close, but for some goddamn reason we stopped midway and instantly died. Third attempt, fourth attempt, fifth attempt. We are doing so good, but then I was this close for being dead. But fortunately, we are so lucky our damage is enough. Our back is literally against the wall. One more inch and I was dead. With the Wall of Flesh defeated, we unlock ourselves hard mode into our world. and also consuming the demon heart to unlock an extra accessory slot, which is really nice. Now our next target is to locate the simmer, so we also build ourselves a warping house for easy access in the future. After preparing for hard mode, now I can spawn hard mode ore into our world by smashing this myth thingy with our pawn hammer that we got from the wall of flash. However, we need to craft molten pickaxe because in the first hellstone gathering session we do not have enough to craft the molten pickaxe. Oh, and I also got an achievement. Nice. Then we craft palladium pickaxe to mine mithril ore, then to craft mithril anvil and mythic pickaxe to mine a massive amount of titanium ore. While at it, this enemy dropped the Rod of Discord. But at the time, I didn't know the magnitude of this drop, so I wasn't happy or anything and didn't realize how crazy this drop was until the very end of the playthrough. So I stashed it somewhere in a chest. We got squashed by a boulder simply as a punishment on not realizing how crazy the Rod of Discord drop was. After gathering enough titanium, now we can complete our drip with full titanium armor set. Next up is the wings. Currently our movements are pathetic, so in order to fight the hard mode mechanical bosses, we need to prepare ourselves and grab ourselves a nice little wing. At first I was struggling, but once I know how to dodge him, it was rather an easy fight. However, the next 10 minutes I already forgot that I needed to craft the wing, so we fought the destroyer instead and immediately turned into a Grinch mince meat because we simply did not know how to dodge its head. Second attempt, third attempt. This time it went a lot better by abusing the nurse healing strat. Fourth attempt. After the fourth attempt, I know something wasn't working, so I created artificial hollow biome so I can farm the pixie dust so we can craft ourselves a fairy wing. And then while browsing YouTube source, I found this easy cast bug, but don't worry, we will never use this method in this playthrough. We craft ourselves a fairy wing and set up this genius teleporting strat. We challenged the destroyer for the 5th time, but I was overwhelmed by the amount of button I have to click and fucking died. 7th attempt. Because we are struggling with the destroyer, we decide to challenge the twin instead and inevitably died. Because we cannot dodge the enemy, we reforge our accessories instead, all to warding, and now have 81 defense. 8th attempt. No, I have no problem with the laser damage. The only problem now is that I need to dodge the fucking head of this boss, which I'm really bad at. This fight goes a lot slower because now we focus on defense, but it goes a lot better. I can use the nurse heal properly and heal the destroyer's health to 20,000 health. Even though I'm at full health, I do not want to take chances and heal to full health instead. So that was a really good call. Immediately I ate those heads of his, take as you will, and he almost one-shot us. And finally, after 8 attempts, the destroyer has been defeated. With the hallowed bar that we got, now we can craft ourselves the Excalibur, another amazing weapons to have, and also another Zenith component. We upgrade our boots into lightning boots. To be honest, I don't really know the difference, but an upgrade is an upgrade, right? We consume ourselves our first ever life fruit, which earned us some achievement called "Get a life, you fat fuck!" We forged our weapon to be legendary. I saw the message, the air is getting colder around you, so I prepare myself for the Skeletron Prime battle. The fight was tense because this was literally the first time I ever fought him, but because our defensive stats was so high, it was no problem defeating Skeletron Prime in Master Mode in our first attempt, earning ourselves another hallowed bar and adding the Skeletron Prime relic into our collection. Really cool. And the last mechanical boss is the twin, which in my opinion is the hardest out of the 3 simply because I never fought him myself and I don't really know what I'm doing. So first attempt, it was a good attempt, reducing their health to 20,000 HP, which is not bad for a first timer, right? Second attempt, third attempt, fourth attempt, fifth attempt. After butt-ass clenching clutch, it feels like I'm in an ultra instinct mode. I managed to dodge the twin attack while on 2 hearts and managed to heal, killing our nose in the process, but I make sure that it was worth it. So I killed this stupid flamethrower eye, and the laser eye is what's left of the twin. However, we are still on a butt clenching battle down to the last third heart, and he just left. Why? But now I know that this fight is possible. So on the 6th attempt, we finally managed to beat the twin, earning ourselves buckets of bolts, more like buckets of pain and suffering. Fucking hell, man. With that, now we can craft ourselves through Knight's Edge and by Pickaxe X, earning ourselves another achievement, and mine an obscene amount of chlorophyte ore, and craft ourselves the true Excalibur. Look at them bad boy, dude. Beautiful. But we need to complete our trip before we go to Plantera and craft ourselves turtle armor. We challenge the queen bee, and not just one time, but 9 times to show who is boss in this jungle. And all this effort is just to get ourselves another needed Zenith component, the beekeeper sword. Before challenging Plantera, we craft ourselves an Challange Shield so we can be immune to all debuff. Because while fighting Plantera, I don't want to get poisoned all the way during the fight. That will be annoying. We summon Plantera, and this first fight I generally thought it was gonna be hard, but instead ought to be super easy. Until I keep going up and up and up and getting out of the underground jungle. So Plantera just keep charging us while in enraged mode because we are outside of jungle. But I was clueless at the time and keep going upwards to dodge Plantera. Hence, she just keep charging at us until we passed away. We summon the second Plantera, but again keep making hard ourselves by going outside the jungle unknowingly, making the fight unreasonably difficult. We summon Plantera for the 3rd time, keep fucking going out of the fucking jungle and die. 4th attempt, 5th time. I keep wondering myself why is this piece of garbage boss keep charging at me like a madman. So I took a break, grabbed ourselves a hasty moonstone accessory to boost our stats, and challenged Plantera for the 6th time, going out of the jungle again. We summoned the Plantera for the 7th time, not knowing that this platform above me is not a jungle anymore. But luckily I stayed at the bottom platform, so we defeated Plantera and unlocked ourselves the access to Jungle Temple and added Plantera relic to our collection. However, I did not get the Siddler, but that is okay. We can get it later on. Our next target is the Terrorblade, but to craft Terrorblade I need to kill Mothron for the broken hero sword. So I venture into the jungle temple, collect some tablet, and summon the solar eclipse event. Mothron spawns, however this stupid ass pig has another plan in his mind. Dying, and fucking dying until the solar eclipse ends without getting anything. Fucking great. We summon another solar eclipse, fucking died because some reason the button for the teleport just stopped working. Move! Not long after we killed Mothron, we earned ourselves the broken hero sword, which I can craft into the last weapon I will be using against the Moon Lord. Reforging, getting fucked by Reforge, and while we were AFK farming for spaghetti, these poor pirates decide that it is a good time to invade us. Well, that was a big mistake on their part because we completely demolished them and we got this cute little pirate ship. Nice. And we actually forgot that we have to do Golem, so that is exactly what we do. We beat Golem easily and upgrade our armor to beetle armor. We beat the Golem again and again and again and again. We defeat him 14 times until finally we got ourselves the Sunstone. With this we can combine the Sunstone and Moonstone into Celestial Stone. And we also forgot that the Queen Slime exists, so we make sure to put her species into extinction. Next up, we tried to fight the Duke Fishron 2 times, but both times we died and realized that we are not good enough to fight him yet. So we challenged the Lunatic Cultist instead. The Lunatic Cultist was not matched for us at all. With the Lunatic Cultist defeated, now we have to deal with the Lunar Revenge, where all of these 4 pillars spawn into our world. We summon ourselves the Pumpkin Moon to earn the Horseman Blade, which is another Zenith component that dropped from the Pumpkin, which has a drop rate of 12.5%. We killed our first pumpkin and he dropped nothing. Wonderful. Second pumpkin, I fucking died. Third pumpkin, nothing. Despite of defeating third pumpkin, we got nothing, which is okay. So we spent ourselves looting of what's left from the Pumpkin Moon battle. We got 2 mounts at once. One is a witch broom, which is an amazing flying mount, and the other is a ground mount, which can run really fast. We summoned the Duke Fishron yet again and died yet again. Since Duke Fishron dropped nothing for us, instead we go straight for the pillars. First, we attempt to destroy the first pillar closest to our base, which is the Vortex pillar, and we definitely did not cheese this pillar. Definitely not. We destroy the pillar, collect its drop, and move on to the next. The next closest one to our base is the Nebula pillar. Dying, and after a lot of fucking dying, we destroy the pillar and collect ourselves fragment and move on to the next. Solar pillar first impression that it was easy. I don't understand why everybody's saying that it's the hardest pillar out of the 4. Oh. That's why. Because of this flying centipede, apparently it deals a massive amount of damage and prevents you from flying. So we stay underground to avoid the flying centipede. Look, it's just that easy, man. Really easy. Before taking on the last pillar summoning Moonlord, we built ourselves a long platform consisting of asphalt so we can run really fast, but we never use it at all. And the last and definitely the easiest pillar, the Stardust pillar. We destroy the pillar, collect its loot, and impending doom approach our heart rate rising like never before, waiting for 1 minute that feels like 10 years for the Moonlord himself to spawn. This is the first time ever I see this creature while playing Terraria myself. He spawns and immediately getting hit by a laser, turning us into meat because we thought we can face tank it and be fine. Summon him the second time, get hit by the laser yet again. Summon him the third time, dying yet again. At this point, we notice that nothing is working. We run out of fragments, so we have to fight the lunatic cultist yet again. We destroy the Nebula pillar, and I'm surprised to myself that I didn't die a single time until it was destroyed. After destroying all the pillars, we see the message that awaits us all. Impending doom is approaching yet again. We fight the Moonlord yet again. Get fucked by a fucking tree. God damn! Get hit by a laser yet again. I was doing fine. I was invincible. Yet because we panicked so much, we decide to dive into fucking laser, decapitate ourselves. Very cool.
Suicide is badass.
Now we realize that our strategy is not working, so we changed our setup to use Beetle Cell instead of the Chain Mail to be as tanky as possible, and reinforce our accessories to warding until we reach 111 defense. We challenge the Moonlords again, and this time we are a lot slower but a lot safer. We dodging his laser attack right and left and center. We fight his eye until it popped out, and then the second, and finally the third on his forehead. But the fight isn't over. We still need to be careful not to throw the fight, so we did just that. And this fight lasts so long that our first buff is about to run out. Though his hold is reaching its endpoint, we didn't take this fight for granted, so we just buff ourselves again. So I do not care if it is a waste of buff, I just want to win this fight. At the last 10,000 health, we almost throw the fight. We drove ourselves into a corner, but luckily we dodged just as easily, and finally, the final boss, Moonlord himself, is defeated. We earn ourselves the Moonlord trophy, which complete our journey on this Master Mode Zenith component only playthrough. But we have yet to get ourselves a hand on Zenith, the final goal of this video. So our journey is not over yet. We open our first Moonlord treasure bag, and to my surprise, I got 2 of them at the same time. I was filled with joy because the next Moonlord fight, we're gonna fight him with the Zenith. However, we still have a lot of work to do. For you guys that are wondering, I defeated the Moonlord with 41 hours of playtime. Take that as you will. First, we are attempting to get the influx waiver, so we summon the Martian Madness event. Xeno Staff, Laser Machine Gun, Blaster Cannon, great! Relic, great! At this point, we just got ourselves all possible drop except for the influx waiver. So we summoned the Plantera instead to get the Settler, and died yet again because we still have no clue that this area here made the fucking plant enrage. We die the same way yet again and never learn our lesson. And then it hit me. Now if we just circle her in this area, she would not charge us, and the fight becomes the easiest fight in existence. God damn, why don't I realize this sooner? However, we still didn't get the Seedler. We're changing battle left and right and center, and we back again at grinding them saucer. And finally, Influx Waver is in our hand. We challenge Plantera again and again and again, and fucking nothing. We switch to Pumpkin Moon and accidentally summon the Lunatic Cultist. We piss out of there so we don't accidentally kill him and summon another pillar. I don't want that yet. The time is closing to morning and we still battle the last pumpkin, and to our surprise we defeat him at the last second before the event ends. And behold, the Horseman Blade. We challenge Plantera 5 more goddamn time and yet nothing. So while waiting for Plantera's bulb to spawn, we go to fishing, which I enjoy pretty much any of it. Besides that, the fishing quest can only be done once a day. Like, why? So we began ourselves fishing like a madman. Well, in between, we finally get ourselves a hand on the Seedler. Now that's what's left is the enchanted sword. So back to fishing and defeating the Dread Nautilus, earning ourselves an achievement. And at long last, we get our hand on the last Zenith component, the enchanted sword. We are so happy that finally we can craft ourselves the Zenith. And at long last, behold the Zenith. And with this, unlocking ourselves an achievement for crafting the Zenith as well. We take our brand new shining sword to fight bosses: King Slime, Plantera, Duke Fishron, Lunatic Cultist, the Pillars. And then we craft ourselves solar armor so we can boost our damage to infinity and beyond. Instantly destroy the pillar. Moonlord, no match for us, because all of his eye is destroyed without even firing a single laser once. And finally, we fight all 3 mechanical bosses at the same times. Thank God I find this game. I decided to play it myself. This was honestly the most fun I've had creating content. This game is really fun. I really enjoy playing it. I hope I can make another one of these videos in the future featuring different challenges. If you want me to do the challenges on Terraria, please let me know in the comment section down below. If it piqued my interest, that might be my next video and you could be featured on it as well. So this was really fun. I'm really looking forward to do this again. So that was it guys from me today. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time and goodbye.